All right, so I wanted to talk about Forbes Opal. This is, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, made by the people who originally helped with the Electron Octatrack. If I may be wrong, but I think that's the developer. What he had some part in it of some sort. And so this particular plugin he sells, I can't remember how much it costs or anything like that, so you have to look it up. But it is made for Max for Live, so you need the Studio Suite to be able to use it. And it is pretty much very similar, in my opinion, to a Octatrack with the sequencing here that you can do. And if you look down here, you can see you can change notes, you can do probability, you can do modulation, I believe that is. You got the ratchet stuff, and then the nudge, right, to nudge a note. And then, of course, you have patterns that you can use. There's a mixer. And then there is, hold on, let me go back down here. And by the way, if you look down here, this is how it looks in Ableton. This is open editor, so that's your editor that you can look at. And these are each one of the sounds, each one of the machines that are inside these that you can do. And this is basically what this mixer is right here. So you could have the mixer down here, and then this is like to put banks and stuff in, but and then here's your step sequencer, and then each one you can dial it in, set it up how you want it. So, you know. But there's also this beautiful button right here, which is I live for, and it allows you to randomize different things. So you have the patterns, the density, the locks, you can change all this stuff. Or you can just do what I do sometimes, just go surprise me and just click that, and it randomizes everything. And then, hold on, let me get over to this one. When you hit play, I believe, you get all this stuff. So hit it again. Then you can go in and, I just want this to read. Or let's say you want to mute one. You can mute all those. Change the level, the tuning of it. So I kind of like this, like, because it's just randomized noise stuff going on that I don't, and it's hard to explain. But Opal, Forbes, and when I say Forbes, it's F-O-R-S, Opal. I'll put it in the title too when I do it. But you can even change the sound, randomize the sound. And one of the cool things is, on this particular one, you can drop a sample in. So I'm just gonna pull a sample here, go other. Let's see what I have. Let me see if I got. I'm gonna put this sample in. So you just drag a sample in. And it's doing this random, and you can change the rate, the grain, blur, the envelope, starts, where it's gonna be. I mean, you have so much in depth. I don't per se do all that. And by the way, this plus sign here allows you to adjust the size of the screen if you need to. So I'll do stuff like this to make a little textural background for a song. And then what I'll do is I'll create a audio track. And then on the audio track, I will, on the mixer here, I'll just, it's like I'm sampling from the Opal. Oh, my dog walked in. So I'll set up a track here to sample, hit record on it. And then I'll start from the beginning, just hit record. And I'll let that play through. So I'll give it a second here. I'll close the door off. because what I want to get is about you can see the meter going up here. I want about 16 bars of this. And what's cool is you can like sit here and just keep randomizing, making different patterns, and then use that as the background of a track and then build over it. I'm not gonna try to explain this. I'll let the developer who made it do it because he can. For those that are like get it, you know what I'm saying? He's more in depth, and I'm not that guy. I'm just I'm more of an experimental person when it comes to this. So I'm gonna go there, and then I'm just gonna go Command J, consolidate what I did, and so then you can mute this Opal. Just go ahead and mute it, turn that off, close it out. And now you have a little sample textured wave going on here, so you can play it back. Put the click on. So watch this. Now I'm gonna do this. Okay, and then now I always do Command U on these type of things. Go ahead and adjust your stuff there. Take the edge off that. Now it's a loop. Oops, okay. Didn't mean to do that. Touch this one and just go Command J. Boom. Now you have a 4-bar loop, which you can just duplicate, put it all together. Command J. There you go. Highlight them. Zoom in. That looks pretty good. I don't need to. All right, cool. So here's my. So I love it. I ain't gonna lie. For experimental textural stuff, I use Opal because I don't have the money to go buy. Well, technically, I probably could go buy one, but I don't know how much I would use it if I got an Octatrack, and it's so in depth to learn. So I figure if I start with something like this, I don't think I paid a lot for this. I want to say it might have been $50. I got it on sale, but it might have been $50 if that for the thing. It was definitely worth it because it kind of let me see what the Octatrack or what all that stuff might feel like using it. Of course, it's not the same, but it gave me a little a feel like I could try it at least without having to commit myself to a machine that might take me forever to learn. And I know people that use this stuff that say it's really hard. So I can only imagine with me trying to use it, I'd be like, what in the world am I doing? But I like the stuff that it does. And so it's cool. So you have all these different machines. I wish they told you which one they are, but I don't remember. I would tell you if I could remember. But you see how like they have this right here, Gem, Mass, whatever that is, Dust. I think that's the name of them if I'm not mistaken. So you have the Gem, Mass, Dust. This is the sample one where you can like granulize your sample. And then this is like a reverb at the bottom, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, space, chorus, like an effects. These are more like your effects. But you can turn on which ones you want, right? So I'm only running 2 in this sample here. And then you could make all kinds of crazy stuff. So this is something that I like to use. This is the Forbes Opal. It does only work if you have the suite. So you have to have Ableton Live suite. In my opinion, if you like this kind of stuff, you like textural stuff, trying to build your own little texture sounds across the background of your music, you do well to buy the suite. I think it's well worth it. I'll show you guys another one too that I'm looking at that I have actually, and it's oh my gosh, I forgot the name. So I'll tell you about that later. It's called Gen, Gen, and if you buy theirs, I think it's probably like under 52, and they're using Drift, and they give you all these different, like you get pads, you get ARPs, you get, here, I'll show you that part. Pads, ARPs, gen, plucked, bass. And what it does is it randomizes. Here, we'll put one in. Let's do a bass. We'll just put one in. And it's basically using the drift. And then they added all these different parts to it. And then you just click randomize. And you don't like that one? Randomize again. So we'll talk about that a little later. This is the gen, and each one has its own little thing. I use the pads probably the most out of them, but you can create some cool stuff with that. And yeah, a lot of fun. So that's it for this video. This was focused on Opal, 4's Opal, which I do use, like I said, more for textural backgrounds and unique sounds and stuff. And then if you like that, we'll do another one later on where I'll show you some more things. And I like these little different apps. I'm looking at different ones that as long as I use it, I'll share it with you. But if I don't use it, I'm not going to share it with you. There's no point. I mean, if it's got to be something that I actually like before I do it. Oh, by the way, this Gen one also throws you in the effects. So they created these like space, the modulation effects, the distortion that you can use to color shape stuff. So what's cool about this is, like, let's say you have this audio. I could jump up here. I might want to put some space reverb-y type stuff over it. And you can randomize this one too. So here. So let's go back. I like that. Let's say I want to put effects over it. You could add more stack. So as you can see right here, now I just took that. That's still going off. That's interesting. There's a lot of delay going. They put all delay in here. You got pitch going on, mod, drive, this erosion thing, and reverb all built in there. So just stacking little effects and things together can do that. Anyway, that's it for this video. Just some cool stuff that I like to put together. Hopefully you like it. I'll if I can find the link for the Opals thing, I'll drop it in there. I don't get paid to do that though, guys. If you want to look for it, just let me know. I'll try to look for it. If you want to ask me in the comment section, I'll drop you in there. But I'm just showing you things that I like to use personally. All right. So that's it for this video. And for those that keep saying comments like, well, you should know how to fully use the program. I don't know how to fully use every program I show on here. I show you what I use it for. So there are other videos out there that can probably get more in detail on how to use these different devices. I'm showing you my use case for it. I'm more about workflows and use cases for devices and whatever than I am about trying to give you some in-depth. There's manuals for this stuff. You can read the manual if you really want to go that in-depth on it. So this is more for people like me who I'm not like no super tech expertise or whatever. I just show you how I use devices to make music. All right. So that's it. I'm out.